All right, here we go. I'm here to announce Buick Club of America's National Meetup 2023 will be in Spokane, Washington this year. July 12th through the 15th. That's a Wednesday through a Saturday. The main judging and the car show will be Saturday, July 15th. What I'd like you to do is go to the URL here. It is 2023meet.buickclub.org. You can go to that. You can register online. And this is what the registration form looks like. And you can download it, and then all Buick enthusiasts are encouraged to attend. And we hope you'll consider coming out to Spokane, Washington, enjoying our beautiful city, enjoying the surrounding areas, make a family vacation of it. Largest urban waterfall in downtown Spokane. The Spokane River runs right through downtown. Loof Carousel. I encourage you to go downtown and enjoy that. That's part of Riverfront Park. The river's right there. Loof Carousel is from the late 1800s, and it was brought to Spokane and has been here before the 1974 World's Expo. There are 76 lakes around this area. If you'd like to get out on a boat other than Lake Coeur, there are many lakes to get out onto. You could go fishing with your family. You could go canoeing. You could go kayaking. You could kayak parts of the Spokane River. You can do kayak rentals, and there are places along the river that you can legally put in your boats. So, back to our registration. Register your car, and if you are a Buick Club member, you're going to want to have the car judged. That's why you're coming to the national event.
It's only original once. Those are beautiful, beautiful to see as well. Fully restored vehicles. Lots of people do that. Not everybody can afford that. So we might be showing up with a little bit of patina, and
still going to be a beautiful car, and it's going to be drivable. Judged. It's unrestored 1998 models or older. And then there's a modified section. Modified could be mild, modified, resto mod, radical, and or driven is in that classification. Display only. So if you're a non-Buick member, you can come, you can attend, you can enjoy the event, you can enjoy everything that we're doing and get to meet like-minded people. And I encourage you to participate. So display only is what you would select, and everybody gets to enjoy it and see it and look at it, and hope, you can stand around and talk about your car. Also, if you're a Buick driving enthusiast, just an enthusiast overall, and you're planning on driving your vehicle out to Spokane, Washington, out to our event, check down that you drove your car. So this is the Driven Award, and they like to award and recognize people who have driven their vehicles, because why keep them on a trailer? Why keep them in the garage? Get out and use them, take care of them, but drive it to the national event. And there's a Driven Award. So, yeah, sometimes I think it's who drove the furthest is one of the awards in that classification. But just recognize that you were driven. I think there's a special plaque that you can put on your car, special driven to the 2023 national event in Spokane, Washington. We'd love to see you in Spokane. It does have your VIN. The reason they're looking for your VIN is they keep track of your cars. So if you have never been a BCA member, don't be afraid to put that information down, because it goes into the records, and that way they can continue to track a car. Maybe a car like this has never been registered before with Buick Club of America. I know it wasn't until I got it, until I get this car running up and so forth, and down the road I have to sell it. Then the next guy who's a BCA member could go by the VIN number, and they could find out, who owned the car previously. Okay, and then so we'll skip down to this area down here a little bit further. Tours, activities, what's going on, the dates, Wednesday through Friday. So Wednesday, registration opens up, so get you signed up and you can participate. But share it with your friends now that you can go online to 2023meet.buickclub.org and you can register. Why not do it now? Plan your summer. Get a plan in action. You're going to register. You're going to get that car ready, and you're going to go to Spokane, Washington, and enjoy the Buick Clubs of America National Meet. Anyway, so what we have going on, Wednesday all day will be the meet and greet at the host hotel. We're already there on Thursday, and you want to take advantage of what's going on. Thursday, we have from 9 to 3, we have the driving tour around Lake Coeur Lane. It's a guided tour in your own car. There will be a lead guide. It's about a 150-mile round trip. And get out. That's a nice way to get out and be in your car and enjoy the area, enjoy the scenery, the big lake, ponderosa trees, tall pines, different vantage points, elevations. So I think that would be a really fun event for many of you to attend. If you're not into that, the next one for Thursday from 9 to 12:30 is going to be a Spokane historic tour on a bus, guided tour bus around Spokane, showing you different sites, different neighborhoods, talking about maybe the architecture, talking about downtown park. Maybe there's some stuff at the Manitou Park. I don't exactly have the full route of the guided tour, but I encourage you to look up that one and get involved. You'll be back by 12:30, and Thursday afternoon, here's a good one. Gonna want to attend this one. Is 12:30 to 5 p.m. on Thursday, July 13th, is the wine, brewery, and distillery tour. Brewing is beer, distillery is spirits. So if you like bourbons, if you like vodkas, and they're all going blank right now. Anyway, this is a really good tour, the wine, brewery, and distillery tour. There's going to be 11 tastings or samplings for you along this tour. I'm excited about that. I love craft beer. We've got a lot of craft beer houses here in this area, in the Northwest and in Idaho. Distilleries, we have about 4 that I can think of. Dry Fly is our biggest, and I'm sure hoping Dry Fly is participating in this. If not, you should all go to Dry Fly. Anyway, on your own time. There we go. Friday is an important day because we're getting closer to Saturday. So Friday's pretty important because if you're registering your car to be judged, also consider being a judge. We'll train you, and that's what happens on Friday. There's a 2-hour window coming together and sitting and listening to a little bit of the instructions on judging and what they're looking for, what they're not looking for. It's years ago, I guess they were really, really critical, and they've come down on that. They don't need to be that critical. Last year, I was a judge in Chicago at the 2022 Buick National event. I really enjoyed it. I got my wife involved, and she was also a judge. Now, she's not out wrenching on cars, and she's not out, searching for fabrics, what was the right fabric for the interior, and she's not out, how to get the proper wire loom for the installation of your car, and what the proper tire size is, and what she enjoys the cars. So she was skeptical going into it, and I said, I'm looking for you to get into it and have the experience I can share. And now I can share that with you that she had a really good time. And it is about people. It's a camaraderie. Get out there, look at the cars. You select the class that you're interested in judging. Now, if you put your car in to be judged, you can't judge that class. So have to go up and down. If you owned a 1953 Buick, you couldn't judge in that class, which is, this would be a 1953 to 56 V8 vehicle, class H. I couldn't judge in that class. So I would have to judge in another class. I could judge the 57 to 58. Anyway, I mark down what I'm interested in. I submit that. I think you give 3 choices. And when you get there, they will let you know what class classification of car that you're going to be in grouped with. And there's a captain, and he's more an experienced Buick enthusiast, and he leads your little group. And I'd say there might be 6 or 8 of you as a group of judges judging a class, which is great. One person might take the interior, one person might take the engine, one person is going to maybe take the paint or the overall exterior. I'm sure there are more little sections I'm forgetting. But anyway, so Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. is judges training. You're going to want to be there for that. Sit in on the class, listen to what they have to say, so that we're prepared for the next morning. If you're not doing judging and other parts of your family members haven't seen Lake Coeur, Friday the 14th from 10:30 to 2:30 will be the Lake Coeur private lunch cruise. So there's a bus from the hotel out to the lake, out to where the boat is. Get out on the boat, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the day, have lunch, making some good memories. I really encourage you to get out and participate in some of these events we have going on. But if you're going to be a judge, I encourage you to be a judge, and that you need to be available Friday the 14th, 3 to 5, to participate, to listen to the judges' training. That's very important. So Saturday morning, from 7 to 8:30 a.m., all the judges come together. There's a judges' breakfast. They feed us, and then they break us out into the various groupings, vehicle groupings that we're going to be assigned to, and we get to meet our captain. We get to meet the other people we're going to spend a couple hours with. Now this will happen rain or shine, and I have that experience because last year in Chicago, Lisle, Illinois, Saturday morning, it was gray, and it started raining at about 8:30, about the time that we needed to be getting to judge. So some of us had rain parkas because we're from the Northwest, and from my experience last year, and I'm glad I did this last year because I can relate this to you, is that we were judging, and we were outside judging our 2 classes of cars that we had in our little group. And I believe we were done before noon. So then we come back inside, and we have to tally up all of our notes and turn that into our captain, and our captain has to turn that into the BCA administrators. And then they got a lot of work ahead of them because they now have to figure out all the different awards and who is receiving recognition for what and what car. But at that time, you can change your clothes. You can go back outside into the car field, visit with your family, go out and look at other cars. A lot more cars show up on Saturday. That's the big day. So all of you non-BCA members, please come out, bring your cars. We'd really love to see them. And consider joining Buick Club of America. Yeah, here you go. So on your judging sheet, on your registration, you should also have this form online that you could fill out. You get to pick your 3 different choices for your the year and the class of cars, and it's right online. You should be able to find that form, which was at the bottom. They made it too easy for me. It's right at the bottom here. There are 21 classifications for the different cars to be entered into, and so you just write down your 3 choices, and